one shot, one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted in one moment. Did you capture it? Or just let it slip? Yo.
Okay, Joe Bruner, September 2011, here with VMS. So we've just completed another round of training for our finance managers, and we've been getting some great feedback. Personally, I've seen and I've heard from finance managers that say their penetration has gone up on warranties to as high as 80%. What do you attribute this to?
You know, I believe it's the disc, and most of the people that I've talked to believe it's the disc as well. Here's the thing, have you ever met somebody and you have that instant chemistry? I mean, you just like them right off the bat.
Sure.
And then occasionally you got the people that you don't really like them at first, but given enough time, eventually you get along. And then there's some of those people where you wonder why you even made the effort at all. And here's why. It's because all people are different. The great news is, though, they're predictably different. Now, I'll give you an example. If you take 4 Ds and you put them in a room, they're going to argue over who's in charge and never get any work done. If you take 4 Is and you put them in a room, they're going to laugh and tell jokes and never get any work done. You put 4 S's in a room, they're going to wait for somebody to lead them. 4 Cs, they'll argue over the right way to do it. But if you take a D, an I, an S, and a C and you put them in a room, the D will take charge. The I keeps everybody in a good mood. The S will do the majority of the work, and the C will make sure that it's done right. It's a great way to build teams. Here's the thing. We have to build a team with our customer. If we're working with a D customer, we've got to be the I, the S, and the C. If we're working with the C customer, we've got to be the D, the I, and the S. We practice the golden rule way too much in this business. It doesn't work. We treat people the way we want to be treated. I know you don't want to be treated the same way I want to be treated. I certainly don't want to be treated the same way you want to be treated. We've got to take the golden rule, we've got to step it up to something called a platinum rule, and we've got to treat people the way they want to be treated. The DISC helps you identify people within the first 2-3 minutes. We give you word tracks to use for the D's, the I's, the S's, and the C's, and you can practice that immediately, build great rapport, and then get back to your steps to the sale.
All right, Joe, so we've shown dramatic increases on income with this DISC theory. What's the best way to get the word out to everyone?
It's by word of mouth. It's coming to it one time. You just have to sit in a 90-minute class. It'll change the way you think about your customer. Here's the thing. If you're a finance manager, it doesn't matter how good you are. You're in the back office. You're no longer on the front line. You've got salespeople on the front line. You can be a Donald Trump. If you can't get your salespeople to get the customer into the process, sell the car, make the deal, and get them back into your office, you're of no use. When you come in, listen to the class, learn the class, go back and tell the salespeople, teach it to the salespeople. If you're not comfortable, have them come see me. We'll get them taken care of. If you can increase your gross 10-15% with this training, and you go back and get your salespeople to do it, and you can increase their penetration by 30%, there's no reason you can't increase your income 30, 40, 50% like some of our students already have.
Rosa, Huntington Toyota. You came here today to the VMS facility to see Joe Bruner one more time. I understand the first time you had some good results. Tell me what happened. What was your penetration before and then after?
Well, before I came to the training, I was around 62% of my warranties, and last month I ended up with 83%.
83% penetration on your warranties,
Yes.
up from 61?
From 61.
That's a great job.
Outstanding.
And what do you attribute that to?
Well, the training that he did, the DISC, how to analyze the different people, knowing who you're dealing with.
So you think the DISC was that important?
It was very important.
And what would you say is the most that you learned? What did you walk away from with the DISC class?
Well, how to identify who's in charge, like the D, who's in charge, who is always smiling, like me and I, and how to interact with different people.
That's fantastic. All right. Well, listen. I hope you continue to grow, and I hope you come back and see Joe Bruner some more here and get great results.
Definitely.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
Mike, Steve Gafter, VMS, September 15th. I know you just got done with Joe Brandon's training class, and I wanted to hear what did you think of that class?
Oh, it was awesome. The guy's genius. Just like Ziegler and all the others, he fits right in there with them. Guy's a pro. He really knows what he's talking about. He's on point. And I'm looking forward to putting his principles to work.
I know you had something regarding some of that DISC training. What'd you think about that?
The DISC training, yeah, I like that a lot. I liked it and I didn't like it. I didn't like it because I learned a lot about myself that I didn't like. I learned that I was a D. And apparently a D isn't the best thing to be. Anyway, I also like the fact that I understand more about my customers now, and I understand a lot more about my management team.
And I know he talked about the warranty, how you're presenting the warranty with a lot of different programs and a lot of different, like, he's structuring it differently. Explain to me, or what do you think, how you be able to overcome on that?
I love the objections, the fact that where you could go 7 times as far as changing the deductible and you never lose gross. You know what I'm saying? And at the end, you could disclose the deductible after you already built the value in the product, which I think is just great.
Oh, Mike, good stuff.
If you had one shot